Welcome back, courtside, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, Matt Hildebrand did get everything straightened out on the Good Guys Radio TV side, so you can watch this game as well as listen to it. We want to thank Matt for engineering everything for us tonight on that side. And again, Sarah Rigdon, our engineer, back in the studio at C103. Carl, I think it's time to talk about those Magulac Tire Service rosters. And let's look at the visiting team, the Ripley Lady Jays.
All right, thank you, Ken. All right, we'll start out with Sophia Miller, wearing number 1, a 5'5" freshman. Lindsay Diatley, a 5'5" junior, wearing 4. Number 5 is Justice Craycraft, 5'5" sophomore. At 5'9" and a senior, Callie Foltz, number 10. Number 12 is Jenna Wilkins, a 5'4" freshman. At 5'5" and a sophomore, Amelia Inlow at number 14. Number 20, Presley Hamilton, 5'4" freshman. Aubrey May, number 21, a 5'5" sophomore. At 5'4" and a junior, Abby Taylor, number 23. Number 24, Brooklyn Manning, a 5'7" senior. Alyssa Tucker, 5'6" and a freshman, number 25. Raquel Hackney, number 30, a 5'9" senior. And Jasmine Young rounds out the roster, number 3, a 5'7" and a junior. They're coached by Brian Rabbit Littleton in his second year, assisted by Jimmy Campbell, Elaine Manning, Kent Moore, AD Mike Cooper, Principal Chris Young, and Superintendent is Jamie Wilkins.
We are hoping to see a very special milestone tonight for Raquel Hackney. We understand she is just 3 points shy of a 1,000-point mark. So for Ripley's sake, we'd better see that tonight.
Yeah, that's right. I know if I was her, first trip down the floor, I'd be putting up a 3 just to get it out of the way and not be thinking about it the rest of the game.
You know, it's kind of interesting, Carl. I also did the broadcast earlier this year where Brooklyn Manning got her 1,000th point. That was at Fayetteville. That was, I think, about a month or so ago. So kind of neat that I'm going to get to see both of these young ladies hit their 1,000-point mark. They are 2 of the 3 seniors for the Ripley Lady Jays.
And it's rare to see especially 2 girls, both 1,000-point scorers on your team. And that's what we said earlier in broadcast, that those are the 2 main players that have to really be watched. And they were held down the last time.
Right.
And so it's going to be key for Ripley for them to have big nights.
Yeah, the 2 of them combined were held below the average of just one of them in a normal game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like 5 and 9.
Right.
Yeah, and whereas Hackney averages 15, Manning averages 13. So anyway, all right, stick with us. We've got more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show yet to come. We'll be back to look at the Fairfield Lady Lions, the home team roster with Magulac Tire Service rosters, right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
The Fairfield Athletic Boosters are proud to sponsor this coverage of the Fairfield Lions. The Athletic Boosters work hard behind the scenes to encourage their teams to do their best. The Lions understand this and are dedicated to doing just that. Congratulations! Your hard work and drive show through. Whether basketball, volleyball, baseball, or any other sport, the Fairfield Athletic Boosters say, good luck, Lions and Lady Lions. McCarty Associates is an architecture, engineering, and surveying firm serving Southern Ohio for more than 60 years. McCarty Associates is a broad-based consulting firm providing services to governmental agencies, public bodies, corporate and business entities, and the general public. They also offer construction management for clients that require a higher level of assistance. If there's a construction project in your future, McCarty Associates can take your vision and help make it reality. Visit McCartyAssociates.com for a complete list of their services.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home.
Being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen, to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Carl, let's talk about the home team, the Fairfield Lady Lions. Let's look at the Mackulac Tire Service roster.
All right, thank you, Ken. We have Paisley Stallhut, number 1, a 5'4" sophomore. Isabel Hale, number 2, a 5'2" junior. At 5'5" and a senior, Riley Quickle, number 10. Jaden Drury, number 11, is a senior, but she will be out injured tonight. Landon Hodson, number 12, 5'4" freshman. Also another freshman at 5'6". Bria Fauber, and she goes by Bree, number 13. Another freshman at 5'8", Allison George, number 15. Number 20, Vivian Henninger, a junior. Corinne Toll, number 22, 5'6" freshman. 5'8" and a sophomore, Addison Cannon, number 23. Number 33, Mary Jackson, a 5'10" junior. And rounding out the roster is Ruby Henninger, number 44, a 5'7" freshman. They're coached by Jennifer Blue, assisted by Paige Greiner, Cody Gilleret, Jennifer Sins, AD is Jimmy Barnett, Principal Deanne Miller, and Superintendent is Cassie McCoy.
All right, that's a look at the roster for the Fairfield Lady Lions. We are getting close to game time, folks. Stick with us. We're going to have our Mackulac Tire Service starters in just a few moments, and we'll be ready for tip-off. We're back right after this with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
I'm a little bit of a hillbilly. You know, I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. We moved to Hillsboro in 1971, fell in love with rural living. I bought an 18-acre piece of property out in the country, started raising cattle, but there's nothing like walking out your back porch and seeing soybeans, corn's growing, cattle grazing in the pastures and baling hay.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Get to tip-off.
Okay, let's go with the Lady Jays first. We have Sophia Miller, number 1, a 5'5" freshman. Callie Foltz, number 10, a 5'9" senior. Brooklyn Manning, a 5'7" senior, wearing 24. Number 25 is Raquel Hackney, a 5'9" senior. And I missed one there. Alyssa Tucker, a 5'6" freshman, number 25. For the Lady Lions, we have Isabel Hale, 5'2" junior, number 2. Riley Quickle, number 10, a 5'5" senior. Bree Fauber, number 13, a 5'6" freshman. Vivian Henninger, a junior, wearing number 20. And Mary Jackson, number 33, a 5'10" junior. The referees for tonight, we have Caleb Eplian, Kyle Maust, and Lynn Johnson.
All right, we are about ready to honor America. We'll take another break and be back right after this.
I got you. Sorry, I was on the phone.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland for
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. We are just about ready for tip-off. Let's talk about the Ripley Lady Jays in their visiting blue with white numerals and white and black stripes, and the Fairfield Lady Lions in their home whites with red numerals and red and black stripes. And I don't know what you call that graphic on the side of their uniforms, the speckles, the black.
Design.
Yeah, it is.
Design.
It is a design, most definitely.
You know, just talking, we had mentioned quite a bit about the importance of 2 people for the Lady Jays. On the Lady Lions side, they have some pretty even scoring. They have 3 players that are pretty much within a point or so, 10, 9, 7 on the averages. What I think is really key for them is they're only shooting 28.8% field goal percent and only 20% from behind the arc also. So if they don't stop those 2 players for Ripley and they get hot, and they don't have a good shooting night, it could be a long night for Fairfield.
Yes, I would agree. Taking a look at tournament action coming up later this week. Well, tomorrow night we've got a regular season game for you as boys action does wind down this week. It'll be North Adams at Fairfield. So all you Fairfield Lions fans, you'll want to tune in tomorrow night. Again, North Adams at Fairfield here tomorrow night on C103. And then on Wednesday, it's back to tournament for girls. Nelsonville York at North Adams and West Union at Minford. Also Oak Hill at Eastern Brown. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Tip was controlled by Fairfield, but it's going to be stolen by Raquel Hackney. And ahead they go. A shot up, left side layup, no good. First putback also misses. I thought they were going to get a second putback, but they did not. Missed opportunity there for the Ripley Lady Jays.
That was a real easy scoring opportunity on both ends and couldn't get it to go.
All right, with the basketball out on the left side wing is going to be Faber. Gets it to Henninger. They'll go back left side to Hale. Fairfield working it around the three-point arc. Facing off against, I believe that's zone pressure.
Yeah, 2-3.
Yeah, Henninger from the baseline for 2. No good. Ooh, that was, double dribble on the backcourt. A little bit of a mistake there as Sophia Miller picked up the dribble to make a pass, and the passing lane closed. And she got caught for the double dribble.
That might be better just to take the turnover that way instead of throwing it and have a run-out layup out of it.
That is correct. With the basketball right side, it's going to be Faber. Out top to Hale. 2-3 zone, giving the Lady Lions a little bit of a fit. Faber to Quickle. Quickle's going to drive in, goes up over top. The big gal inside, shot no good. Rebound tipped out, and it's loose on the floor. Mary Jackson's going to end up with it. Back to Quickle for a 3 look. That one's no good. And this time Raquel Hackney has the rebound for the Blue Jays. Hackney's going to push it up the floor. Finds Manning. Manning inside the paint, off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it's going to end up back to Manning. They'll go out top. Tucker for a 3. That one's no good. And then the rebound controlled by Hale. Both teams are cold.
I think Ripley got away with one. She didn't establish position when she grabbed that ball coming in from out of bounds.
With a basketball, Quickle left side for a 3. That one's no good. Henninger trying to get the rebound, can't hang on to it. Ends up out of bounds off of Fairfield. Well, it could be. Again, this is a bit like a Saturday game. Both of these teams did not go to school today with being President's Day, and sometimes that kind of messes with you a little bit. You're out of your rhythm of a normal game day.
Squeak was here saying that. He was wondering how that was going to affect.
Yep. Manning with the basketball finds Hackney, left side wing. Hackney having trouble with it. Ends up losing it away for a turnover. Everybody is a little helter-skelter.
Yes.
So the Lady Lions.
It could be a little nerves, too, of tournament.
Yep.
Now you know you're one and done. You don't have tomorrow.
Hale with the basketball. Out top goes right side Quickle. Quickle tries to throw it in and throws it away. Manning ends up with a steal. Ahead, Tucker, left side layup. It's good. Finally, the lid's off the basket for at least one of the two teams.
That's 3 good scoring opportunities the Jays have had, and that's the first time they've converted.
Quickle with the basketball. Running shot on the baseline. No good. Rebound backside controlled by the Blue Jays. Ahead they go to Manning. They'll have to slow it up. Miller will have it. Miller tries to drive the left side of the lane, and she's fouled.
And that foul is going to be on number 20. That's Vivian Henninger. That'll be her first, team's first.
After the game, we'll have a conversation with the winning coach. That's the ACRMC Family Medicine Coach's Comment Show. We'll also talk to a few of our players as well. With the basketball, Miller out top against man-to-man defense. Dribbles around to the left side. Hands it off to Tucker. Tucker dribbling it around to the right side. And another double dribble is, I think Hale caused that one. She reached in to disrupt, and that made Tucker put 2 hands on the ball momentarily.
And I thought Henninger was playing really good defense, bodied right up on her and crossed that whole lane. But she needs to be careful she doesn't pick up that second foul also.
With the basketball, Faber to Hale. They go inside Quickle. She was in the paint, but passes it back out. Henninger for a 3, no good. Quickle with a long rebound. Now they go to Faber, right side baseline for 2. Jackson fighting for the rebound underneath, and it's tipped out of bounds. They're going to say Mary Jackson touched it last.
It's not that Fairfield is getting bad shots. They're having great wide open shots. Just nothing is falling for them. Maybe that explains that 28% free throw or field goal shooting too.
Miller with it, brings it across the timeline, picks up her dribble on the left side, but finds Hackney. Hackney at the elbow, out in the corner. Tucker for 3. Backside rebound collected by Quickle, but then she dribbles it off of her foot, I think. Yep, that's going to be a turnover.
That's 3 turnovers for both teams here early, still in the fourth quarter, about halfway through.
Yeah. Yeah, 2-0 score with almost 4 minutes off the clock. Ripley with the basketball. Yeah, they hand it off to Hackney, and she's fouled. It'll be on the floor. Probably a good foul there because I think Hackney was going to easily get that basket.
We're going to have a substitution coming in the game. Landon Hodson, 5'4" freshman, checking in for the Lady Lions.
Yeah, Vivian Henninger checking out. Raquel Hackney has to fight to get the shot up and is fouled. Basket was no good, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That foul is going to be on the new girl in the game, Hodson. That was a really nice step through to get to the basket. And as she did that, she was able to draw the foul. That first free throw is good. Raquel is a 57% free throw shooter. She's going to help the average with that.
That's right. And she's only 1 point away. So her next basket, whether it's a free throw or a 2 or a 3, will be stopping the game for that 1,000-point score. By the way, we want to thank First State Bank for making this broadcast possible. Learn more about First State Bank at your local branch in Southern Ohio or Northern Kentucky. You can also visit them online at fsb4me.com. That's fsb4me.com. Hale with it. Right side goes to Quickle. They'll reverse left side to Hodson. Now in the corner to Hale. She's got an open 3 look. It's good. Lids off the basket.
You're saying about that record, you hate to see someone break the record or get it at the free throw line. Like when Caitlin Clark broke that record in college, she did it at the free throw line. I believe.
Hackney with the basketball. She drives in, puts it up and in, and there you go. 1,000 points scored for Raquel Hackney. She's going to go over and hug the family. Folks have got posters for her and everything. And, of course, head coach Rabbit Littleton calls the timeout, which in regular season play, they would just stop the game. But in tournament, you have to burn a timeout to recognize the player. They actually haven't put that point up on the board yet.
No, they haven't.
There we go. Now it's 6-3. Ripley leading. Well, you know what? Scoreboard update time. How about we do that? Jeff Newman and his staff at H&R Block in West Union, the tax professionals, sponsoring our scoreboard update. 6-3 the score. Ripley leading Fairfield with 3:15 to go in the first quarter.
And that's a lot of scoring in the last 45 seconds, and you said it was 2-0 at the 4-minute mark.
Full court pressure ends up as a result in a turnover as Ripley is able to get a steal. Foltz with the basketball inside, kicks it out to Tucker in the corner. Oh, and then they're going to throw it away. It's going to go into the backcourt. And so going back there to get it's going to be Wilkins, and that will be a turnover.
I was wondering if they were going to blow the whistle on that. Okay, it took a while.
Substitution checking in on the side of Fairfield is going to be Toll. Replaces Hodson. Inbound to Hale. In the corner for a three. Wow.
That's 3 with 6 points. She's hit her average in the first quarter already.
She got the first one from the opposite side of the floor. She likes that corner shot.
Oh, she was wide open. There wasn't anyone close to her.
Wilkins hands it off to Hackney. Hackney with it out top. Back to Wilkins. Now Wilkins off the screen, dribbling around to the right side. Picks up her dribble. Able to find Foltz in the corner. Now out to Hackney. Hackney trying to drive again. Couldn't get it done. Now a hook pass into Foltz. Back to Hackney. Out to Wilkins. Wilkins will bring it back out top, and they'll reset. Hackney comes out to get it. Then Wilkins again. Ripley showing a lot of patience, Carl.
Yeah, Mary Jackson's doing a good job on the inside, too, hedging all the screens as they come over the top of that.
Manning with it out top for a long three. No good. Foltz with a rebound. No good. But then Manning is there to clean it up.
Manning with her first points of the night.
That'll put Ripley back on top by 2.
And Ripley's a 2-2-1 full court press, and they're trapping at the corner.
And it looks like it might end up as a turnover again. It's a dual possession. Which way's the rotation going to go? It's going to go to Ripley. So the full court pressure is working for the Lady Jays. Let's see if they can capitalize this time. They weren't able to capitalize last time, I don't think, if I remember correctly.
Right. It was over and back there. Abby Taylor checks into the game for the Lady Jays, 5'4" junior.
Basketball and Snappy Tomato Pizza are the perfect pair. Order some Snappies right now from your local Snappy in Seaman, West Union, and Maysville. That's Snappy Tomato Pizza. They also sponsor our player of the game.
Another good job that I've been married to hedge that screen. Good.
Yeah, they're switching off.
Yeah.
Doing a pretty good job there. Hackney into Foltz. There's the give and go back to Hackney, and she's fouled. I believe it was on the floor.
That foul is going to be on number 13. That's Bree Fauber. That'll be her first, team's third. Wide open.
Yeah, they get Wilkins loose on an inbound. She couldn't connect. Foltz with a rebound is called for the travel. Yeah, lost her footing.
Well, right now, Ripley has just missed so many little bunny shots. This game could be a lot different right now.
Hale with the basketball, working it with Faber. They get it across the timeline to Quickle, and then Quickle is fouled.
Abby Taylor trying to make a steal from behind. Instead, she got her hand on the back. That's going to be her first.
56.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ripley still back in that 2-3 zone. Quickle out on the right side wing. Now popping out top is going to be Toll. Goes left side, Hale. Hook pass into Toll. Back out Quickle. She's got a three-point opportunity. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Foltz. Quick outlet to Hackney. Hackney up the floor, stops and pops at the elbow. No good. Wilkins with a rebound, but was falling out of bounds. She tried to bounce it off of a player. It didn't work. It ended up in the hands of Quickle. Quickle from the free throw line for 2. That's no good. And now they've got Taylor all alone out front. She traveled. Yep. a little bit too open.
That's right. And that's 7 turnovers this quarter for the Lady Jays and 5 for Fairfield. Substitution coming back into the game, or first time into the game, is going to be Jenna Wilkins, number 12, and Abby Taylor coming back into the game.
But Carl,
I guess I had that the wrong one. Landon Hodson back into the game.
Carl, like you had just said, all these missed opportunities, bunny shots underneath by the Ripley Lady Jays.
Yeah.
This game would be a little bit different if they were making those. And now a turnover by the Lady Lions as the full court pressure again works as Fairfield throws it out of bounds. 8 seconds on the clock. Ripley still with time for a final shot. Wilkins with it, gets it to Manning. Down to 5 seconds. They go to Hackney in the corner for 3. A little strong. And on the backside, Fairfield ends up with the rebound. And that'll do it as the buzzer sounds. We'll end the first quarter with the Lady Jays leading the Lady Lions by 2, 8-6. Stick with us. We're back with second quarter action right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
The Adams County Community Foundation would like to invite all Adams County residents who are seeking to further their education at a trade school or college to apply for unique scholarship opportunities. These scholarships are open to Adams County residents, and the application deadline is February 12, 2025. To learn more about these scholarships and to apply, visit the Adams County Community Foundation website at accfo.org. Remember to support the Adams County Community Foundation. They're helping to build Adams County's future. That website again is accfo.org. Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County high school students say that they've consumed alcohol on 1 or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Gentlemen, we are ready for second quarter action.
Ken, in that first quarter, 18% versus 20% for shooting Lady Jays at the higher number. And the only scoring was Hale with those 2 threes for Fairfield.
Yeah, Fairfield's going to have to get somebody else in the scoring column. They go inside to Henninger, back out to Hale. I'm sure Quickle will start to warm up at some point. There's another 2-point shot. That one off the hands of Addison Cannon to tie us up at 8-all.
The other part of that story is Ripley's missed a lot of bunnies inside from the 3-foot range, and that needs a change, you would think, also.
Hackney dribbling out top. Good job there on the defense by Hodson. And now they go down low for a shot. That was, who was that, Tucker? Yep, that one no good. Hale ends up with it for Fairfield. Pass goes right side to Quickle. Now to Cannon in the corner. Hook pass into Henninger. Henninger on a turnaround against Manning. I think Manning might have got a piece of that one as the shot was no good. And Blue Jays with the rebound. Ahead to Wilkins. That's another thing. Fairfield's not getting any second chance opportunities. No offensive rebounds. Hale takes it away from Wilkins out top, and then Wilkins commits the recovery foul.
That foul is the first for Wilkins.
Begin your pathway to completion today at Southern State Community College. Visit sscc.edu. A big thanks to Southern State Community College for sponsoring tournament action on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. Quickle with it. Passes right side Hale. They go into Henninger. Henninger drags her foot. She was going to try a turnaround and then started to pass it back out. That momentary hesitation caused her to drag her foot.
That's the 7th turnover of the game for Fairfield, with the Lady Jays having 8.
Hackney will bring it up the floor this time for the Lady Jays with 6:33 to go. Nobody picked her up. She thought about that 3-point shot, passed it up. Wilkins will have it. Now Tucker pops out top for it. Lions are still in man-to-man defense. Hackney off the screen. They go into her. Back out to Wilkins. Wilkins for 3, no good. Manning fighting for the rebound, able to take it away from Quickle. Put back no good. And then Cannon clears the boards this time for Fairfield. Quickle dribbles ahead. Has to slow it up. Goes to Henninger. Now they go down low to Hale. She's double teamed. Passes back out to Quickle. Quickle. They're doing a good job stopping Quickle from doing much of anything. She finds Henninger on a backdoor up and in.
Henninger, nice step through to get the layup out of it. She was double teamed, stepped right through it.
First lead of the basketball game for the Lady Lions with about 5.5 minutes to go. Tucker inside the paint. Running shot off the glass, no good. Fairfield clearing out the rebound. Quickle's got it. Just as Barry Chevrolet can hook you up with the keys to a new vehicle, we'll give you the keys to the second half with the Barry's Chevrolet halftime. 3-point shot by Fairfield, no good. Ripley ahead on the run out. Wilkins gets the layup.
Wilkins with her first points on the night.
Back to a tie game. With it, struggling. That was Jackson trying to get it back to Hale. Somebody tipped it for Ripley, and it went out of bounds. So Fairfield will retain possession.
And that's Callie Fultz tipping the ball. Good defense on the entry pass to the post. We got a substitution into the game. Lindsay Diatley, a 5'5" junior, sees her first action.
By the way, we are very happy to see Jimmy Campbell over there on the bench for the Ripley Lady Jays. He has missed a lot of this season with some health issues.
I think he said it was the first time he's been on the bench this year.
Yeah, you're right. That was. Hackney for three, way out on the left side wing, no good. Quickle with a rebound. Quickle trying to push it, doesn't have the numbers, and it's going to end up out of bounds off Ripley.
Rabbit is his brother-in-law, and he was really excited to have him here tonight.
Lady Lions will look to inbound underneath. They'll go out top to Henninger at the free throw line for two. It's good. Fairfield back on top.
Henninger now with 4.
Going the other direction, Ripley ends up throwing it away.
Tried to get a bomb there for a touchdown, and it went too long. Substitution into the game, and Bree Faber checks back in for the Lady Lions.
4:27 to go in the first half. More full court pressure, 2-2-1 zone defense. And Fairfield throws it away. Coming up with the steal is Diatley ahead to Manning. She gets the shot underneath and the foul. Manning's going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three.
That foul is going to be on Isabel Hale. That'll be her first. It'll be the team's first. At the free throw line is Brooklyn Manning, averaging 13 points a game, and a nice free throw shooter, averaging 77, and she makes that one. Brooklyn also is a good golfer, too. I believe she made the all-league golf team this year.
I'll have to take your word for it.
She dates one of my golfers. That's why I know that also.
Henninger with the basketball ahead to Jackson. Jackson passes out to Hale. And they'll slow it up and reset. Right side Faber, then Quickle. Hook pass into Jackson, back to Quickle. Quickle double teamed on the baseline. Fultz comes up with a steal and then is fouled in the backcourt.
That foul is going to be on number 33. That's going to be Mary Jackson. That'll be her first. Team second.
Ripley with the basketball and the 1-point lead. Miller working it against Hale. Gets it up the floor to Manning. Manning dribbles it top of the key. Goes right side Diatley. Diatley on the baseline trying to throw it out to Fultz. Deflected by Jackson. And that ends up as a steal. Hale has it for the Lady Lions.
3 turnovers both ways in this quarter.
Henninger with it out on the left side wing. Faber pops out top to get it. Goes to Hale. Thought she might try that corner three again.
Yep.
Now to Faber. Faber passes inside to Jackson, and the foul committed. That's going to put Mary Jackson on the free throw line shooting two.
That foul is going to be on Raquel Hackney. That'll be her first, team second.
3:17 to go. Yeah, 3:17 to go in the first half. Officials just checking to make sure the score was right. That's what I've got as well. So,
Yeah.
But I've been known to be wrong. That's why I'm never the official book. First free throw is no good by Jackson. She'll get a second one. Listen before each and every game to our Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show. Part of that is also the Magulac Tire Service starting lineups. Jackson gets the second one, and we are tied for the fourth time in this game, Carl.
And it wasn't that way through the first half of the game. There was really no scoring going on, and it's been a little back and forth now.
Diatley for a 2, right side corner, no good. Henninger with a rebound for the Lady Lions. Throws it up the floor to Jackson. Jackson has to pass it back out. Hale, then Henninger. Left side they go to Hodson, and a foul committed as they throw into Jackson. This will be on the floor, I believe.
And that foul is going to be on Callie Foltz. That's going to be her first, team's third. That was some of the best ball movement I've seen by Fairfield so far this game. Did a nice job and then went all the way around the horn and then pushed it into the post. Coming into the game is Jenna Wilkins for Ripley.
They get Henninger at the elbow on the inbound. Shot no good, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fairfield on the rebound.
Fairfield now in a diamond press.
And it works as Ripley throws it away. Pass intended for Wilkins ends up out of bounds. So the Lady Lions with an opportunity to regain the lead.
Ripley still staying in that 2-3, having to protect the high post also, though.
Faber has it. Goes in the corner to Hodson. And it's going to be lost away as an errant pass ends up out of bounds. Last touch by Fairfield.
4 turnovers both ways here in this corner. Back into the game for the Lady Lions is Riley Quickle.
Well, I thought everybody was kind of starting to settle down into this game a little bit, but suddenly it's gotten helter-skelter again.
Yeah, just here in the last minute.
Wilkins dribbling out on the right side wing. Brings it top of the key, goes left side to Miller. And now they get it to Hackney out top. Hackney fires one up from the elbow, no good. And on the rebound, it goes out of bounds off of Fairfield. So Ripley will get another opportunity.
Fairfield's doing a real nice job on Ripley's offense. They're using the handoff out front, but they're definitely keeping no penetration. They're keeping it outside.
On the inbound, it's going to get thrown into the backcourt, and Hale is able to run it down and is fouled on the layup by Wilkins, I believe.
Yeah, that foul is on Wilkins. That's going to be her second. Going to the free throw line will be Hale. Hale is the one that did all the scoring in the first quarter with 6 points.
First free throw is good, and that will put Fairfield back on top by 1.
Other substitution, Alyssa Tucker comes back in the game for the Lady Jays.
I believe that's our third lead change. Second free throw, no good, but Jackson able to get the rebound away from Foltz, and then she's fouled. And the basket is also good. Jackson's going to shoot the old-fashioned 3.
That can be Jackson's first basket from the field, and that foul is going to be on Foltz. That'll be her first. Another substitution. Addison Cannon checks back into the game Abby Taylor checks back into the game. I see Cannon, I automatically think Ripley. So Brad Cannon, I remember back in, graduated in 2008, played for them and was an assistant coach also. Mary Jackson with the free throws, good.
And a steal on the inbound. Henninger is fouled, and the Lady Lions are going back to the free throw line. Basket didn't go in this time, but Henninger's going to shoot 2.
That will be the first foul on Manning.
Lady Lions spending a bunch of time on the free throw line.
Hey, take them any way you get them, isn't it?
That's right.
You have to make them, though. She missed the first one there.
Scoreboard update is brought to you by the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union. It is tax season. Go see Jeff Newman and his staff. Second free throw missed. Hale with a shot, a long 2 shot, no good. And now on the other end, we've got Tucker on the drive, and she's fouled. All right, back to that scoreboard update. 1:50 to go in the first half. It's 17-13. Fairfield leading Ripley, but Tucker is going to be on the free throw line shooting 2.
Quickle with the foul. Tucker has 2 points already on the night.
First one bounces out. She'll get a second. Working our way toward the Barry Chevrolet halftime. Second one also rims out. Jackson pulls down the rebound for the Lions. Outlet to Hale. Hale brings it up the floor. Got to stay out of that trap, and she does. Finds Quickle. They go into Henninger. High post, low post to Jackson. Up and in.
Jackson did a good job of squaring up as she get that basket.
And Henninger doing a good job with a bounce pass to get it to her.
Yes.
And now a kick on the other end as Henninger playing some tight defense.
That's one thing that we don't see that often is nice bounce passes in tight quarters like that anymore. We had 2 substitutions. Paisley Stallhut comes into the game along with, I believe that was Cannon back in.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right, with the basketball is going to be Miller. Backdoor cut, Raquel Hackney up and in. Had to fight for it.
Hackney with a little half hook, getting her first points of this quarter. She has 6 on the night.
Yeah, kind of stopped a long drought there for the Ripley Lady Jays. Stallhut with it. Reverses right side. Oh, overthrows it a little bit. Goes out of bounds for a turnover.
5 turnovers both ways this quarter with a minute to go.
Yeah, that was a 6-0 run for Fairfield.
And most of those came, I think, at the free throw line.
Yeah, they did. I think all but one. Miller with the basketball, or one basket, I mean. Hackney with it, and she's fouled. It'll be on the floor.
That's going to be Stallhut getting the foul. She had a hold of her arm.
So the Lady Jays will run an inbound play underneath, see if they can get an open shot. They've got Miller out top. She's open for a 3. No good, but Tucker for a putback, and it's good.
Tucker now with 4.
Back to a 2-point game and some full court pressure. A little too aggressive there by the Lady Jays as they commit a foul against Hale.
Tucker likes having her name mentioned because I just mentioned, and she picks up the foul also.
41 seconds on the clock. That is 5 team fouls.
Isabel Hale's been perfect from the free throw line. I shouldn't have said that tonight.
That's right. That's a good way to jinx somebody.
She's there. She made it. I feel better. Substitution back into the game is Mary Jackson for the Lady Lions. Sitting down is Stallhut.
Fairfield back on top by 3.
Hale now has 9 points on the night. She just averages 6. Make it 10. Perfect from the line tonight.
Having a great game. Ripley with the basketball. They find Manning inside the paint. Scoop shot, no good. Jackson ends up with a rebound. Lady Lions trying to push it up the floor. Now Faber will have it. Goes left side, Quickle. Reversing to Cannon. Out to Hale. Lady Lions moving the ball around the 3-point arc. Now they go inside to Jackson for the turnaround. No good. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Jays. That's Tucker with it. Tucker's going to try and go coast to coast. Still 5 seconds. Hackney gets it to Taylor. Back to Tucker for a 3 at the buzzer. It's no good. We'll end the first half with the Fairfield Lady Lions leading it by 4, 21-17. Stick with us. The Barry Chevrolet halftime coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, Vance buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper, it's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star games and the All-Star cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Haslip up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there. The Fairfield Athletic Boosters are proud to sponsor this coverage of the Fairfield Lions. The Athletic Boosters work hard behind the scenes to encourage their teams to do their best. The Lions understand this and are dedicated to doing just that. Congratulations! Your hard work and drive show through. Whether basketball, volleyball, baseball, or any other sport, the Fairfield Athletic Boosters say good luck, Lions and Lady Lions. McCarty Associates is an architecture, engineering, and surveying firm serving Southern Ohio for more than 60 years. McCarty Associates is a broad-based consulting firm providing services to governmental agencies, public bodies, corporate and business entities, and the general public. They also offer construction management for clients that require a higher level of assistance. If there's a construction project in your future, McCarty Associates can take your vision and help make it reality. Visit McCartyAssociates.com for a complete list of their services.
Welcome back to the Barry Chevrolet halftime. Let's talk about scoring by the quarters. We didn't see a whole lot of scoring in that first quarter, did we, Carl?
No, we didn't at all. Only 6 points there scored for Ripley and, for Fairfield.
Yep.
And what was it?
Eight for
Ripley. Yeah.
So a 2-point lead at the end of the first quarter with Ripley on top. We were tied one time in that first quarter. Fairfield took their first lead with about 5:40 to go in the first half. That's when the score was 10-8. We were tied a total of 4 times in the first half, but Fairfield finally did take the lead and hold it as they outscored Ripley in the second quarter and a much better scoring quarter. 15-9 the score in that one. So a 6-point advantage for Fairfield to give them a 4-point advantage at halftime with the score 21-17. Again, Fairfield on top. Stick with us. We've got more of the Barry's Chevrolet halftime coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home.
Being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
I'm a little bit of a hillbilly. You know, I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. We moved to Hillsboro in 1971, fell in love with rural living. I bought an 18-acre piece of property out in the country, started raising cattle, but there's nothing like walking out your back porch and seeing soybeans, corn's growing, cattle grazing in the pastures and baling hay.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Back to the Barry Chevrolet halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Carl, let's talk about what we saw out there in the first half.
In that first half, one of the stats that really jumps out at me are the Lady Jays took 30 shots versus just 21 for the Lady Lions. And with those 30 shots, most of those are within 3-4 feet of the basket. And a lot of those were putbacks or runouts on fast breaks that were missed there in probably the first 4 minutes of the game. And right now, the advantage, I think you said it there on air, that Ripley was getting multiple looks and putbacks, and it was one and done for Fairfield. And so Ripley needs to take advantage of that if they're going to come back here into this game, which to me, they should be out pretty much. They should probably be out by 8 or so.
Yeah, they could have a 6 or 8 point lead if they would have got 4 or 5 of those shots to go.
Right.
This would be a different different halftime score for sure.
And you can't say it was because of turnovers because they're almost dead even. It was 12 to 11 on turnovers. So it was on the offensive rebounding is where that shot difference is coming in. And when we look at some of the scoring there, not saying their names, it's 6-5-4-2. It's all pretty even, but not a lot of it at any one point. And then on the other side, surprises, Isabel Hale comes in with 10 points, and she averages 6.2. And Mary Jackson coming in with 6, and she averages 9. She is the second leading scorer on the team. And the other thing that jumps out with me is her defense. They're trying to come off of screens, and she's doing a good job of stepping out and hedging that and forcing the trail player to stay with them, and that's having to have a switch where she has to pick up a quicker person, and she's doing a good job with that. Yeah. And I think that's stopping Ripley from having that penetration. When they do have shots, it's an outside shot, and then they try to get a putback.
Yeah, Ripley running an offense that keys on Hackney or Manning coming off of a screen with a break to the basket. And, Lady Lions, Jackson and Henninger, both doing a good job of stopping that.
And then on the offensive side for the Lady Lions, they're doing a good job of moving the ball around, and they're getting some really nice outside shots. They just haven't been able to get them to fall. They've come back here in that second quarter as they shot 50% versus just 18 in that first quarter. So they have had the ball fall in a little bit, and Hale having a really nice game with hitting 2 outside ones, and she's 4 for 4 from the free throw line also.
Both teams with 4 players in the scoring column, so they're spreading it around pretty good. Like you said, Isabel Hale having quite the game, already 4 points over her average.
Yeah, and not just that, on defense too. She's done a good job. We've got a couple tip balls out here at half court, and actually went down and got fouled on one of the layups out of it.
Well, and also when there was a mistake made by the Lady Jays on an inbound, they threw it after somebody had already moved out of the position out top, and it went into the backcourt. Hale won the foot race.
Right.
It was an absolute foot race to the basketball, and she won it. If I remember correctly, she ended up with 2 free throws off of that.
And when I look at the roster, she's by far the smallest person on the floor, too. It's just 5'2".
Yeah, you're right.
A lot of hustle.
Thought about that.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, that's a look at everything from the first half and what we think needs to happen as far as changes for the second half for these teams as we wrap up the Barry Chevrolet halftime. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with second half action right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV presented by CMT Components.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
As the basketball to start the second half, Fairfield Lions staying in the man-to-man defense, and we've got a 5-second call as Miller not able to advance against Hale. We were just talking about Hale.
Yeah, a good defense out top. What I thought was funny, too, is at the start of this half, both teams are out ready to play. Referees had to watch the clock count down to throw it in bounds. Both teams are ready to come out and play the second half.
That's right. They didn't want to wait any longer. Henninger goes through the paint. Comes back out top. Quickle for a three-point shot. No good. Jackson with a rebound. There's an offensive
That's
board.
a better start, yes, for the second half for Fairfield.
Hale goes to Quickle again, this time for a long two, and it's good.
They take advantage of it this time. Quickle getting her first points of the night. Leading scorer. They've done a good job on her in that first half.
Manning with the basketball goes out top to Hackney. Now with it is going to be Miller. Goes to Manning on the right side. She's got a three-point shot look. Off the back of the rim, no good. Miller tips it, and Tucker is able to get it. Good teamwork there. Now they find Hackney and to Miller. Back to Hackney. Hackney off the screen, goes left side. Tucker. Tucker for three, it's good.
Tucker with 7 points from the field tonight. She only averages 5, so she's on her way to a good game.
Hale with the basketball, and the Lions are going to call the timeout as Hale was in jeopardy of losing it away. We're going to take a timeout as well. The score is 23-20, Fairfield leading Ripley. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Welcome back. Hale almost caught in a trap and throws it away, and then what do we got, a double dribble or stepped out of bounds? Manning ended up with a steal, but stepped out of bounds with it. Ripley very quickly pulling that trap. Let's see if they do that again.
You set that up in the timeout and read the pass really well. They had a 3-on-1 going, but lost control out of bounds.
I bet they try and do it again.
It looks like everything's moving up
No,
to a 1-2-2 trap here.
Faber with the basketball, right side wing to Hale. They go into Jackson, out to Faber. Yep, extra step. Well, that's unfortunate because the basket was made, but it'll be waved off. She took that extra step to get set for the shot.
Fairfield's falling back into a man.
Miller with the basketball. Out top, and a foul committed as Hale a little too aggressive that time on the defense.
That foul is going to be Hale's third.
Thanks again to our season sponsors, including Health Source of Ohio, providing a unique and comprehensive approach to health right in your community. Miller throws it away, throws it to Hackney. I got to get back into the fact that we're flipped ends here. Hackney with it. Tucker, they lob it into Foltz. Foltz on a turnaround, has her shot partially blocked, and the Lady Lions end up with it. Henninger with it, has it tipped away, but she tracks it back down. Finds Hodson, then Faber, back out to Henninger. Left side Hale, into Jackson, back out to Hodson, and now Hale will have it. Good ball movement, but no shot opportunities. And another travel there by Faber as she drug her foot this time.
That's one problem when you show a lot of patience sometimes. It becomes a turnover. You show too much patience. Back into the game is Corinne Toll for the Lady Lions.
Tune in tomorrow at 4:45 and just before tomorrow night's broadcast for Shack Pregame Report, brought to you by Ron Lynch, your financial advisor with Edward Jones Investments in Maysville, as well as Peebles Save a Lot. Manning for three. Wow, that one rimmed out. I thought it was going to be good. Hale on the floor in a dual possession. It's it's going to go the way of Fairfield. Oh, they're going to do a clock correction as a couple of extra seconds needed to come off, so they get that fixed. Again, pregame report tomorrow at 4:45 and just before tomorrow night's broadcast. Sponsored by People Save a Lot and Edward Jones Investments. Ron Lynch, Mary Jackson down underneath. Manning was able to close the gap there and get a steal. As I thought they were going to get that to Jackson with not much problem. Hackney driving in. Running shot up, no good, but she's fouled. Raquel Hackney's going to shoot 2.
That foul is going to be on Henninger. That'll be her second. That's Vivian. There's 2 of them. And going to the free throw line is going to be Hackney. She's been there once tonight already. She's 2 for 2 from the line. 6 points.
First one's good.
Substitution, Riley Quickle comes back into the game for the Lady Lions, and taking the seat is Toll.
This third quarter's kind of low scoring like the first one was. Hackney's second free throw pops out. Jackson gets the rebound. And then Tucker with a steal on the outlet pass, but then it gets lost away as Henninger ends up with it. Turnover for turnover. Hale into Jackson. Jackson on a turnaround. Shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Put back no good. And then Hale ends up with it. Quickle, right side for 3. It's good. Well, that worked out well.
And finally, hitting the offensive boards, getting 3 looks at it.
Miller with a basketball for the Lady Jays. Goes left side, Manning. Manning trying to back her way in. Had it tipped away, but Foltz got it. Now to Hackney. Hackney on a drive. Shots no good. Rebound controlled by the Lady Lions. A one and done again for Ripley. Hale's going to try and go coast to coast, and she's fouled. Is it going to be on the floor? It is.
Yes. I think that was a good foul also because she had a head of steam. She was going right in for the basket. That foul is going to be on Manning. That'll be her second.
Let's take a look at our H&R Block scoreboard update brought to you by the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union. 4:09 to go in the third quarter. The score 26-21, Fairfield leading, and that's now extended as Henninger gets one from the free throw line for 2. Make it, or that was 3.
3. That was 3.
Make it 29-21.
That bounced twice on the rim before it decided to go in.
Fairfield with the lead. Hackney on a drive is fouled. She'll end up on the free throw line shooting 2. Shot was no good.
And Quickle is going to pick up the foul. That'll be her second. Back into the game, we have Cannon checking in for the Lady Lions, and also coming in is Abby Taylor for the Blue Jays.
As well as Wilkins, also in now for the Blue Jays. They find Hackney on the inbound play. Shot off the glass, no good. Henninger clears out the rebound.
Hackney can't get anything to fall here this game.
Hale with it out top. Right side, Henninger. Now to Quickle. They move it left side to Hale. Cannon pops out top, then Quickle right side. Quickle, couple of dribbles and stops and pops. No good. Hale with a rebound, saves it. Back into Henninger. Now Quickle for another shot. It's a 3, and it's good.
Quickle with 2 quick threes.
Timeout's going to be called by the Blue Jays as Fairfield has extended out to an 11-point lead. 32-21 the score. Fairfield on top with 3:23 to go in the third. We're back after this timeout on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Berry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Berry's for decades. with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Carl, Lady Lions going to put out, was that a zone press?
Yeah.
Ripley able to handle it so far. Manning with it. Still not across the timeline. Now they are. That's Diatley with it. Passes left side, Wilkins. Now in the corner they go to Taylor for a three-point look. That's no good. Rebound underneath, tipped around. Tucker ends up with it. She'll bring it out. Gets it to Wilkins. Fairfield has outscored Ripley in this quarter 11-4. And now what do we have? An illegal screen?
Illegal screen, I believe. Should be on 12. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be on Jenna Wilkins. That'll be her third.
So that'll be a turnover for the Lady Jays.
Ripley's coming back with a 2-2-1 press. And back into the game is going to be Sophia Miller for the Blue Jays. Wilkins takes the seat with those 3 fouls.
Hale with the basketball against full court pressure. They get it ahead to Hodson. Now they go to Cannon in the corner for a long 2. Pops out, no good. Hodson with a rebound. Kicks it out to Quickle with the elbow for 2. That one's no good. Hodson gets another rebound. Has her stick back blocked by Miller, who takes it away. Miller's going to bring it up the floor for the Lady Jays. Goes right side to Manning. Manning trying to back her way in. Spin move, shot up and good.
Manning now with 7 points.
Again, much needed basket for the Lady Jays. Henninger ahead to Hodson. And then a good steal by Tucker as a pass intended for Cannon. Tucker was able to step into the passing zone.
Yeah, Fairfield does a good job of getting it over half court, but then they make the turnover against that press, you know.
Yeah, Manning has it tipped away by Henninger. It'll still be Ripley basketball as Hackney comes back in.
After a quick rest, Hackney is back in, and Diatley takes a seat.
They'll throw it into Hackney, who gets it back to Manning. Now over to Taylor for the shot. It's good, and she's fouled.
Nice ball movement to get it to Taylor and get herself open. That foul is going to be on Quickle. That'll be her third.
So that was a good timeout by head coach Rabbit Littleton as they've been able to close the gap since coming out of that timeout. And the bonus is good.
Taylor 1 for 1 from the free throw line and substitution. Bree Faubert checks back in the game for the Lady Lions.
5-0 run for Ripley. Ripley with some full court pressure. Hale picks up her dribble, gets it to Quickle. Now they go ahead to Faber. They put the trap on Faber, but she's fouled.
Yeah, foul is going to come on number 25. That's going to be Tucker. That'll be her second. Substitution back into the game is Diatley. Taking a seat will be Manning. Probably a little bit of rest here before the quarter break.
Minute 50 to go in the third quarter. Hale with it out top against the zone. Left side Quickle for 3, and it's good.
Quickle's been all of this quarter scoring. She has 11 points just in this quarter for the Lady Lions out of a total of how many is that?
That'd be 14.
Wow.
Yeah, 14 points they've scored. Right side, Tucker for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by the Lions. Throw it away, throw it ahead, I should say, to Henninger, but it was tipped away, and it ends up out of bounds. Last touch by Fairfield, so that's a turnover. Full court pressure worked.
Yes, it did, and back into the game is Manning. I think if Fairfield would just let that go, it would have went off of a Ripley player, but good hustle to try to go get the ball.
So some full court pressure, full court man-to-man pressure being applied. Miller with the dribble, had no problem getting through that. Finds Hackney. Hackney driving inside, shot no good, but Manning is there to put it back up and in.
Everyone's complaining for the foul, but I think they'll take the basket.
That's right. Hale's going to be met with that trap again. Goes over top of it to Faber, then to Quickle. Quickle trying to stay out of the trap. Passes into Henninger, and it's deflected away. I think that was Manning maybe that got a hand on it. Miller to Manning.
Whoa.
3-point shot off the left side. The bank's open. I didn't hear her call it, but it doesn't matter. It was good.
That's 11 points for Manning.
closes it down to a 4-point lead for Fairfield. And then Ripley almost getting a steal.
I don't think Fairfield has scored since that timeout that Ripley has taken.
One shot.
Just one.
Yeah, a 3-point shot by Quickle. Quickle will inbound to Hale. They go inside to Mary Jackson on the turnaround, rushed it a little bit as that one did not go in.
Yeah, she had all the time to square up, just didn't square up for it.
Miller with a basketball for the Lady Jays. Left side, Hackney. Hands it off to Tucker out top. Then back to Miller. Miller will drive inside, running shot up, no good. Hale with a rebound. Hale trying to push it up the floor, down to 3 seconds. Goes to Faber. They're not going to get a shot off. We will end the third quarter with Fairfield still leading it, but only by 4, 35-31. Stick with us. Fourth quarter action coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they've consumed alcohol on 1 or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
We are at a 4-point lead for the Fairfield Lions, which is exactly as we started the second half. So both teams putting 14 points up on the board in that third quarter.
Ripley not doing quite a good job as Fairfield from the field, as Fairfield shot 45%, Ripley just 33%, but they got several more shots up.
Tucker with it to Hackney. Hackney dribbles around to the right side wing, passes back out top to Wilkins. She'll dribble it around to the right side, goes all the way down to the baseline, and a shot up, no good. With the rebound controlled by the Lady Lions. Henninger with it.
Rabbit was wanting a foul on that, and he didn't get it.
A pass intended for Hale is stolen away. They've got Hackney on the run out, up and in.
Hackney with 9 points on the night, averages 15. She still has a lot of work to do this quarter.
That's as close as Ripley has been since the second quarter. It's a 2-point basketball game. Hale to Faber in the corner. Back out to Hale. Hale's going to dribble it out top. Goes right side. Quickle for a 3. It's good.
Quickle's on fire.
Man, she's hot.
14, all in this half.
Wilkins dribbles it to the right side wing, brings it back to the top, hands it off to Hackney. It got knocked loose, and it ends up as an over and back as it went into the backcourt. Turnover there for the Lady Jays.
Lady Jays did much better job at turnovers in this half. They only had 2 in that third quarter, so 3 just this quarter as they had 12 in the first half.
Lions will inbound to Jackson. She's got it right side corner. They've got her in a trap. She's able to get rid of it, but it went to Quickle and then stolen away by Wilkins. Now with it's going to be Tucker. Hackney in the corner for 3. No good. Long rebound back to Tucker. Then Wilkins will try a 3. Ooh. That one popped out, and Jackson is fouled on the rebound.
I thought that was good.
Actually, it's Jackson. I think they're going to say committed the foul. Yeah, it did look like it was going to be good. It went down in the cylinder and then popped back out.
Jackson with her second. It's going to be on the floor.
So Ripley will get another opportunity. They get Tucker on the inbound, and the shot from the right side, low block. It's going to be a foul called against Jackson. And Lions fans thought that was a clean block. Foul is called. So Tucker will be on the free throw line shooting 2. First one, no good. Hits that hard spot on the back of the rim and pops out.
We have substitution in the game. Addison Cannon I'd have to say from this angle, it did look like it was pretty clean. But it was down on the other end of the floor.
Right. Tucker misses the second one. So other than the fact that Jackson got another foul, it did not end up in any points for Ripley.
And that could be a big foul as time goes by.
Wow, the Lions having trouble taking care of the basketball. They'll throw it away. Another turnover. Coach Blue frustrated. Still a lot of time in this game. 6:17 on the clock. Wilkins with it in the backcourt. Hounded by Hale. Gets it across the timeline. Still dribbling out top. Goes over to the right side to Manning. Now they get it to Hackney on a break to the basket. Up off the glass and good.
Hackney did a good job of reading the back door on the overplay, and Manning saw it to give it to her.
Quickle with it to Hale. Hale loses her dribble, and the timeout called by head coach Jennifer Blue to save that possession. It's a three-point basketball game. The Lions lead it 38-35 over the Lady Jays. 5:48 to go in the game. Stick with us. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
The Fairfield Athletic Boosters are proud to sponsor this coverage of the Fairfield Lions. The Athletic Boosters work hard behind the scenes to encourage their teams to do their best. The Lions understand this and are dedicated to doing just that. Congratulations! Your hard work and drive show through. Whether basketball, volleyball, baseball, or any other sport, the Fairfield Athletic Boosters say, good luck, Lions and Lady Lions. McCarty Associates is an architecture, engineering, and surveying firm serving Southern Ohio for more than 60 years. McCarty Associates is a broad-based consulting firm providing services to governmental agencies, public bodies, corporate and business entities, and the general public. They also offer construction management for clients that require a higher level of assistance. If there's a construction project in your future, McCarty Associates can take your vision and help make it reality. Visit McCartyAssociates.com for a complete list of their services.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Lady Lions with the basketball. Here comes that trap. Hale saw it coming, was able to dribble through it. They find Quickle on the left side for a three. It's no good. Put back by Cannon is good.
Cannon in the right place at the right time for that one.
Back to a 5-point lead for the Lady Lions. Again, they tried the back door, but Cannon able to steal it away. Pass intended for Hackney. Hale staying out of the trap, finds Quickle. No, they try to throw it into Henninger, a little wide on the pass. Wilkins with a steal. Now they go ahead to Hackney. Hackney driving in, puts it up and in.
Hackney having a nice half here. She has 13 on the night.
Quickle across the timeline to Faber. Faber dribbles it out to the right side wing. Now gets it to Cannon, back to Quickle. Another three-point look for Quickle. No good. Cannon with a putback, and it's good.
It's all been Cannon here this fourth quarter.
Yeah, two in a row there. Two step backs in a row. Miller with it. Dribbles left. Gets it to Manning. Manning's going to drive in. Running shot, no good. Cannon pulls down the rebound for the Lady Lions. Hale ahead to Henninger. Now to Quickle. They get Hale on a break to the basket. A little too hard. That one pops out. Ripley with a rebound, but then a steal by the Lady Lions. Hale will have it again. Showing a little patience. Passes right side to Quickle. Now out to Henninger. Left side they go to Hale. Lady Lions, again, showing a lot of patience. Quickle with it. Finds Cannon. A long two for Cannon, and it's good.
Cannon with 9 points now. She only averages 4. She's having a great fourth quarter.
Now we're seeing a lot of players step up, really on both teams.
And Cannon with 7 just in this quarter.
Wilkins with the basketball. Gets it to Miller. Miller out on the right side wing. And on a pass back to Wilkins, it's deflected by Faber. It'll end up out of bounds off the Lady Lions.
I want to mention that on Cannon, too. It wasn't just the outside shooting there. She had 2 offensive putbacks. We were saying that was key for Fairfield in the second half, was to hit the boards. We have into the game now is Faber for Fairfield.
Be sure to stick with us after the game. We'll have the Willie and Son Trucking post-game show. We'll talk to the winning coach, the ACRMC Family Medicine coach's comments, and, of course, we'll name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game, as well as talk to some players and all kinds of cool stuff. Wilkins with a three-point shot that did not go on the rebound that ended up out of bounds off the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Henninger did a good job to track that down and threw it off one of the Blue Jays to keep control for Fairfield.
And we're going to have a turnover back the other way. So Lady Lions repay the favor. 3:05 to go. Still a lot of time in this game. It's a 7-point game. Fairfield leading. Wilkins with it on the right side wing. Wilkins dribbling. Now passes out top to Manning. Manning trying to work her way in. Goes back to Miller on the left side wing. Then they find Foltz in the right side corner. One-on-one against Cannon. Can't do anything with it. Goes to Wilkins, then to Manning. Manning on the baseline for two. It's good. Timeouts called by Ripley. The score 44-39. 5-point lead for the Fairfield Lady Lions. We're back after this timeout on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home.
Being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
Out of the timeout, the Lady Lions will have it. Hale against the full court pressure to Henninger, then to Hodson. They go ahead to Cannon, a little bit too wide on the pass, ends up out of bounds for a turnover.
We were talking about bounce passes before. It's tough to handle a bounce pass on a fast break going forward like that. Substitution back into the game. I believe that was Manning coming back in.
We're seeing a lot of pressure. A lot of trap defense out of both these teams. Hackney to Tucker. Tucker dribbling it out top. Goes right side Wilkins. Wilkins working it. Now they find Manning. Back to Tucker. Three-point shot's up, and it's good.
Tucker with a real nice game tonight. Has 11.
It's a 2-point game, ladies and gentlemen.
10. I'm sorry.
44-42, your H&R Block scoreboard update brought to you by the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union. A turnover as Ripley gets a steal. We'll hold on to that scoreboard for just a moment because it might be a tie ball game if Ripley can score here. Wilkins with it on the right side wing. They're going to slow it up. All right, a minute 40 to go in the basketball game. 44-42. Fairfield leading Ripley by 2, but Ripley with the ball. Manning dribbles it around to the left side, back to Tucker.
They've got plenty of time, so shot selection is key here.
Well, they're running a weave out top. I almost like they're trying to run a little bit of clock and maybe lull the Lady Lions to sleep or something.
But once again, Fairfield's doing a good job of stopping the penetration off of it.
Tucker for a three. It's good. Wow.
Tucker's been hot here in this fourth quarter.
Lady Jays are back on top. And what do we have? A timeout called to save the possession. 1 minute, 5 seconds to go in the basketball game. Ripley has regained the lead, folks. Stick with us. This one is far from over. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
I'm a little bit of a hillbilly. You know, I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. We moved to Hillsboro in 1971, fell in love with rural living. I bought an 18-acre piece of property out in the country, started raising cattle, but there's nothing like walking out your back porch and seeing soybeans, corn's growing, cattle grazing in the pastures and baling hay.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Fairfield with the basketball. Ripley with their first lead since about halfway through the second quarter, and a steal. Tucker comes up with it and then is fouled as she tries to throw it ahead to Hackney.
That's going to be 4 on Quickle. That's key. Quickle has been scoring 14 points in the second half for the Lady Lions. They really don't want to lose here in the last minute.
Manning will look to inbound the basketball for Ripley. Trying to get somebody to circle around, and they end up getting it to Hackney. She was briefly tied up in a trap, but Coach Littleton calls the timeout as she actually was about to dribble through it anyway.
That's right.
Yeah. Tell you what, we're going to keep it right here with 52.6 seconds to go in the basketball game. It's a 1-point game. Carl, what a change of events here. As again, Fairfield, we were tied, I think, 3 times in the second quarter. Fairfield took their first lead of the game in that second quarter with about 5:40 to go before halftime. And then, again, Ripley retook it, and then Fairfield got it back and led from there on out until this last couple of minutes of the basketball game when Ripley retook the lead.
And Tucker has done a really great job in this fourth quarter with her shooting, hitting 2 threes here.
Oh, yeah.
And she's hit three threes in a row here this second half. That was a really good step through there by Hackney. If he doesn't call the timeout, that's when the coach is like, oh, crap, why did I call that timeout? Because they had a 5-on-3 right there with a nice little break.
How many points? Tucker's averaging 5 points a game?
Yeah, she's got 13 now.
Wow. Nice game. All right, Wilkins with the basketball, dribbles down to the end line and ends up stepping out of bounds. Turnover, Ripley. So here's the opportunity for Fairfield with 50 seconds on the clock. They're going to face full court pressure. Hale and Quickle working against the pressure. They go across to Henninger, back to Quickle. Quickle dribbles it down to the corner, now out to the wing, goes inside to Henninger. Henninger working her way, shot up, no good. Jackson with a rebound, put back, no good, but she's fouled. Mary Jackson is going to go to the free throw line with an opportunity to give Fairfield either a tie or the lead again.
And that foul is going to be on Foltz. That'll be her second. Yeah, that's one of those where it's a good foul because you don't know if she's going to make it, but she was way under the rim. She didn't have a real good look at it when she was fouled. That first free throw is misses, so the best you can do is a tie out of it.
Jackson had been shooting pretty good from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, she was coming into that. She was 2 for 3 from the line.
We could be tied here. Nope, that one pops out. And briefly, Henninger had the rebound, and they're going to say it went out of bounds off Ripley. So another opportunity for the Lady Lions. Quickle will look to inbound against, is that a zone or man? They go to Faber.
They were 2-3 out of bounds.
Wilkins able to get a steal as Faber trying to pass it into Henninger. Wilkins stole it away but fell down with it. Ripley calls the timeout to save the possession with 28 seconds on the clock. It's a 30-second timeout. Again, we're going to keep it right here.
All right, I'm going to ask you, if you're coach, what do you do here? How long do you keep playing defense before you put them to a line? Or would it depend on who's handling the ball at that time?
I think you want to try and commit that foul fairly quickly. Yeah. I think. Well, but wait a minute. They're not in the bonus. So
well, you're going to have to commit some to get to that point.
Right, yeah. So I think they're just going to try and see if they can get a steal.
Yeah, I think you need to take the steal on the full court press.
And that's what they're going to do. They're going to put on a full court press.
And then you're going to need a couple quick ones.
They're going to do a run out to Hackney. She outruns Henniger, and Henniger fouls hard to make sure that Hackney does not get a good look at the basket.
That was a good foul, though. Nothing dirty.
Hackney, it's a little slow coming up off the floor, but looks like she's okay.
Yeah, that's going to be 3.
Oh, they're going to say that was before the shot? No shooting?
Oh, wow. Wow.
All right, so Ripley's going to have to inbound. All right, Manning looking to inbound. Gets it to Foltz. Out to Wilkins. And they are going to commit the foul. All right, 21.7 seconds on the clock, but again, they've still got to do one more foul, I think.
Yes.
Or no, that is
a 4.
Yeah, it was
That's
4,
5.
now it's 5. Yep. Henninger was the 4th one. That Hale was the 5th one, so that will put them on the line. Wilkins will be shooting.
Like I said, though, that was a key one, too, to make sure that you're putting the right people at the free throw line.
Wilkins misses the first. She will get a second.
She has not shot free throws all night. These are her first 2 free throws.
It's going to be a one-possession game either way. She does make it. 46-44, 2-point lead for Ripley. With it is going to be Faber, and she's fouled. Now, that was not a bad foul there.
No, not at all.
Because they are not in the bonus yet. So, Fairfield will have to inbound from the sideline with 17 seconds left.
Cannon checking back into the game, but she has had a wonderful 4th quarter, especially on the boards. This is where you need her on a missed shot.
A 2-point shot could send us into overtime. A 3-point would be a win, and they get Henninger inside for a turnaround, and she's fouled. That's going to put Vivian Henninger on the free throw line, shooting 2 to try and tie it up.
And for Foltz, that's her 4th.
If we go into overtime, that could really matter.
Yes. They're going to say it's 5.
Yeah, so Foltz is going to be out. If it goes into overtime, that really could be a factor, not having Foltz out there.
Abby Taylor checks back into the game for Foltz at the 12-second mark.
Henninger's first free throw is up, and no, it pops out.
Henninger is a 33% free throw shooter.
She is going to get a second one.
As a team, they're shooting 51. In the first half, they shot 66%, though.
Second one pops out. Hackney with a rebound. They get it to Wilkins, and they're going to foul Wilkins in the backcourt. Still 7 seconds on the clock. Now, if Wilkins makes one of these, it's still a one-possession game. If she makes 2, it's a 2-possession game, and it's probably over.
That's where we need to be aware at that point to pass the ball right away to gain another second or so. Wilkins just was at the free throw line the last trip down the floor. She went 1 for 2. Misses the first one.
Stick with us for the Willie & Son Trucking postgame show.
So I foul as they're going down the floor. Burn some clock and foul because you still got foul to give.
Right.
The second one is good.
So it's still a one-possession game.
That's where you need a foul. No, steal.
A steal by Tucker, but then Jackson gets it back. And a 3-point shot, no good at the buzzer, and that is going to do it. The Ripley Lady Jays pull off a victory here tonight against the Fairfield Lady Lions. We have got lots to go here on our Willie & Son Trucking post-game show. Stick with us. We're back to talk to head coach Rabbit Littleton and a couple of these Lady Jays right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families...
Let's talk about scoring by the quarters in this one. Ripley outscoring Fairfield in the first quarter by 2 points, 8-6. In the second quarter, that's where Fairfield took their first lead and held the lead up until late in the basketball game. What an amazing turn. We'll come back to that. All right, let's talk about second quarter scoring. In that one, it was Fairfield outscoring Ripley 15-9. That gave them a 4-point lead at halftime. At the end of the third, they still had a 4-point lead, as both teams putting 14 points up on the board in that third quarter. Our score at the end of the third was 35-31. In the fourth and final, though, Ripley retook the lead. They outscored Fairfield in that quarter 16-9 to get a 3-point victory, 47-44. Your final score as the Ripley Lady Jays advance in tournament action to face off against the number 3 seed Waterford on Tuesday. That would be next Tuesday, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow on the February 24th. That'll be at Southeastern Ross High School. Again, number 3 seed Waterford will be the opponent for the Ripley Lady Jays. All right, stick with us. We've got lots more of the Willie & Son Trucking postgame show yet to go. We are going to talk to Raquel Hackney as well as Alyssa Tucker. So stick with us. And, of course, head coach Rabbit Littleton will be talking to us as well. Carl's got all kinds of stats for you, and we'll, of course, name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. We'll be back with more of the Willie & Son Trucking postgame right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they've consumed alcohol on 1 or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. they're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen, to the Willie and Son Trucking post-game show. Joining us is Raquel Hackney. Congratulations, Raquel. You got your 1,000 points tonight.
Yes, I did.
That's a big accomplishment.
It is.
I'm sure you've been looking forward to that. Did you know how close you were?
I did.
Okay.
So at Lynchburg, I got my 500 rebounds.
Yeah.
And then I realized that I was 3 away from my 1,000, so came out tonight and got it.
Awesome. And, of course, you get the victory as well.
Yes.
That always makes it even a little more special.
Absolutely.
This was a big game. You guys lost to Fairfield when you met with them earlier in the season.
Yes.
What was different tonight?
I don't know. We all just came out and played. Less turnovers. I mean, we just came out strong, I guess.
Well, I thought you guys played really nice, aggressive defense,
Yes,
and
we
I
did.
think that gave them a lot of problems.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Raquel, anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
My family for sure.
Yeah, they were here to help you celebrate that 1,000.
Absolutely, they was.
Yeah.
And, you know, just every coach that's ever coached me. So.
All right. Well, congratulations
Thank
on the
you.
1,000 points and the victory.
Thank you.
You get to face off against Waterford. Carl?
What are your plans for next year?
I'm going into cosmetology.
All right, fantastic.
Cool.
Good.
All right. We're going to take a, just hand the headset off here. Let's hand that off to Alyssa Tucker. It is Alyssa, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I want to make sure I had that right. Well, thanks for stopping by and talking to us as well. You really made the difference in this game late in the game. As we take a look at your scoring, looks like you had 13 total points. You came into this game averaging 5 points a game.
Yeah.
And you had 13 tonight. What was the difference?
I don't know. It's just my shots were falling tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You were just hot, huh?
Mhm.
All right. Well, it's a good thing you were able to make all those shots.
Yeah.
And, of course, you were key on defense as well. In fact, you got a brief steal, and they ended up getting it back and
Yeah.
still got a final look at it. But they didn't get a good look at it, partially because of your steal right at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So are you excited about the victory?
I'm excited.
How about Waterford? Are you guys going to be ready for that number 3 seed?
Yep, we're going to push through and
All right.
fight.
You think Coach Littleton can come up with a good game plan?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And Alyssa's just a freshman too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, only
so
a
we're going to
freshman.
see her for a few years.
Yeah, 3 more years of varsity basketball. Awesome job. Well, thanks for coming by and talking with us. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
My family and my teammates.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Folks, stick with us. We've got head coach Rabbit Littleton still to talk to. And, of course, we're going to, well, here comes Rabbit right now. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches' comments right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, Vince buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper, it's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star games and the All-Star cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Haslip up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there.
Back courtside to the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. Joining me, head coach Rabbit Littleton. Coach Littleton, what was the difference in the game plan tonight versus when you played Fairfield earlier in the season?
Well, we added a little 2-2-1 press that we haven't done all year and kind of saved it for here, and it was big for us. And pretty much everything else, we threw in a couple new offenses, man offenses, because their man-to-man is so good, and you see that. But that's everything else we pretty much did the same. We just finally had some girls step up and finish the deal that we haven't done some this year.
Yeah, on that man-to-man defense, we were talking about when they were trying to be running, you were running that weave there, they were doing a great job of hedging everything and letting no penetration whatsoever.
Oh, yes. Yep.
And especially that first half.
Right. In the first half, what did we miss? 8 or 10 layups.
Bunnies,
that we got to hit. I mean, and then you get to halftime and say, I thought, not looking at the score, we outplayed them because we could have been up 12, 14, 16 points.
We said
hit
the same
shots.
thing.
Yes, and I'm thinking, golly, we gave it everything we got and we're down. And then in the second half, get down 11 points, but we didn't quit. Finally started hitting some shots, but their defense is tough. I mean, any time you score, you've got to earn it. You don't get anything easy.
Well, you came out so early out of halftime. Back onto the floor. You could tell the girls were ready to go.
Oh, yes.
You were ready to go. They were pumped. I think they felt well how they played that first half, and it showed.
Absolutely. I mean, we come down here last year. I don't know if you guys were here, but I didn't know it until after the game, but we had 3 girls go to a homecoming dance, and it took us an hour and 20 minutes to get here. We left probably later than we should have, and then walk into the locker room, get changed, come right out here, and I think they beat us. I mean, it was 50 or 60 to 17 or something. I mean, it was just terrible. So they've always played good against us, played good against us at our place. But coming here and getting a win is big because they got some great players. Jennifer does a great job with them, and like I said, their defense is. I'll take that defense all day long.
Yeah, one of the girls, just to mention for them, is Isabel Hale. Only averages 6. She had 10 tonight and played some incredible defense.
Right.
Boy, she was giving everyone a fit out there, the shortest girl out on the floor. But
absolutely.
Man, she was the whole scoring for them for the first quarter.
Tell me she's a senior, will you?
A junior.
No, yeah, she had 9 of those points in the first half.
Yeah.
And, you want to stop 10. And you want to stop 33. If you can contain them, you got a chance to win. And we held 10-0. Quicko had nothing in the first, and it wasn't because she wasn't, playing. She's a great player and does a lot of great things for them. But I'm thinking, gosh, we missed 8 or 10 bunnies. We held her to 0 points, and I'm thinking, and we're down. When we're down at half, and I'm thinking, gosh, I don't know how we can get out of this hole. But they just kept fighting,
Like you said, she's a good player. She knew it, too. And in the second half comes out with 11 in that third quarter and 14 for the game.
Absolutely.
And that was key, her making that run. And then you guys, we were almost thinking, oh, no, are they digging a grave right here?
Yep.
And you called that timeout.
Yep.
And came back, and they only hit 1 field goal in that time when you made that run coming back.
Yeah, I think you made a 6-point run, I think, after that timeout.
Sure did. And then all of a sudden, it's a ball game.
And we finally hit some threes, too. I think we were shooting, missing layups, and our threes, which I'm a guard coach, so we'll shoot 20 or 30 a game. We were flat. I thought all our threes were flat, and then the shot started looking a little better in the second half. But give all the kids credit, and I'm talking to all the kids. Our kids that didn't play were cheering as loud as anybody over there, and they were good for us in the 4 practices that we had getting ready for Fairfield. Because this is an opportunity. You have 4 practices, just worry about one team, and those JV kids were great, doing what we want them to do, and making our kids work hard. But we got some freshmen that stepped up, and our seniors stepped up, Callie and Brooklyn and Rock, and to have two girls on your team to score 1,000 points, pretty big deal to me over here in Ohio, because it's not like Kentucky where you can start playing in 7th grade and then you play 30+ games a year. Over here, it's you got to win one tournament to play 23 games. So to score 1,000 points is a big deal to me over here, and to have 2 on the same team is pretty special.
And we haven't really mentioned Brooklyn by name either, and she ends up with the leading scorer for your team tonight with 14 points. And we said off air, it was a quiet 14 points also. Only one of those coming from the free throw line, and she was consistent throughout the whole game, scoring in every quarter, and just did a great job, especially on defense also.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And when I took over the program, I told them, I said, an open shot's a good shot, and I think Brooklyn's loved me ever since, because she's got an offensive mind. But I always said that because, shoot it before you lose it.
Right, and you could tell that her and Hackney have played together a lot because
yes.
there was a read there on a backdoor cut that was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Manning was the one giving the assist on it,
right.
but she knew what was going to happen.
She knew what was going to happen. Yeah, like I said, our 3 seniors, and that's what seniors have to do. They've got to step up in the big games, and there's no bigger game than this. And Rock and Callie, we've mentioned 1,000 point, and Callie did a great job on 33 tonight because she's all that we had to get in the paint with her. We had everybody else was
we were talking when Foltz fouled out how that could be a really big deal if this were to go into overtime.
Yes, absolutely. That's we're glad that shot didn't go in because I'm like you. We talked about the 3 days coming in this game when 33's in a game, we want Callie in the game. When she goes out, get Callie out. So that we was kind of subbing when they subbed.
Yeah.
Well, you did an incredible job on the boards in that first half.
Right.
You had in that first half. You had let's see, what was it? The 30 shots versus their 21, and the turnovers are the same. So it was on the offensive boards there, and then in that second, in the third quarter there, Fairfield started controlling the boards.
Yes.
And they started coming in with some really big plays there. Cannon came in and really did a good job. And that was the turnaround point, and then your girls came back on it again.
We were not all 5. We got all 5 girls hitting the boards on the defensive side, and we weren't doing that. We had 2 or 3 releasing. I said, girls, you're going to release without the ball. It's not going to do you any good. And we fixed that, I think, the last time out. But you're right. That's been one of our weaknesses all years is rebounding the basketball. That, except for the 1 quarter, 3 quarters, we did a pretty good job on that. So, yeah.
Coach, Waterford, 3 seed.
Yes.
What do you know about them?
I'm going to know a lot here in the next 2 days because I gave them the next 2 days off to practice so I could watch film. I got to watch film, and I also got to go do some softball practices that we started Sunday. So I'm in the overlap now, but I'm going to be watching a lot of film on them. And I'm hearing that they press. So we'll be working on a lot of that over the next 3 or 4 practices.
All right. Well, Coach, congratulations on the victory. You get to advance in tournament play. You're staying alive, and well-coached game, well-played game. You asked a lot of your bench today, and they stepped up.
Yes, they did. We knew that we knew we could go 8 deep, and they usually just go 6. But I got great help on the bench with Elaine Manning and Kent Moore, and then my brother-in-law Jimmy Campbell made it back for tonight's game. And I tell you what, we missed him, and he was big for us over there, real big.
Yeah,
we mentioned that on the air.
Thank you.
It was great to see him back.
That might have been part of the push to get you over the top.
Oh, no doubt. We knew, and the kids just love him to death. He's, when I walk in the gym, you don't hear nothing. When Jimmy walks in the gym, hey, Jimmy. So, that's fine. But him over there, I think, was the difference. I really do. I really do.
Well, congratulations, Coach. Thanks for stopping by and talking with us.
We
Head Coach
appreciate you.
Rabbit Littleton.
All right.
We'll see you at Southeastern Ross against Waterford.
Sounds good. Appreciate you all.
All right. Stick with us, folks. We got more of the Willie and Son Trucking postgame coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From Shack basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
Wow. To Shack baseball.
Wells is going to try. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
To Shack volleyball.
Hatton for the kill. It's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103, weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag items. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio, 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous, too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to take a look at stats and name our Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game as we wrap up the Willie and Son Trucking post-game show. Carl, what do you got for us?
Real quick, I've mentioned quite a few of the team stats there in the talk with the coach there. So going down individually scoring, Isabel Hale with 10 points. Riley Quickle, really nice, 14 points. All of them coming in the second half as Ripley did a nice job on her in the first half. She had 11 points in that third quarter. Vivian Henninger with 7 points and got right at her average. And Cannon came in with 9 points coming off the bench. All those coming, the 7 of those in the second half. And Mary Jackson with 6 as she was 2 for 5 from the free throw line. I think turnovers are huge. They had 25 turnovers in that game versus 19. So out of that, the Jays got to put up a few more shots, which I think is key when you get into a close game down the stretch. When we look at the shooting and scoring for the Ripley Jays, Jenna Wilkins with 2, Brooklyn Manning with 4. Brooklyn Manning with 14 points, 1 for 2 from the line. Abby Taylor chipped in with 3. Alyssa Tucker with 13 points. And Raquel Hackney getting her 1,000th point as she tossed in 13 tonight as she was 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Free throw shooting was down a little bit. They normally shoot 63%. They only shot 50, but it was good enough down the stretch to pull out that win. And it was an exciting game to see. And I mentioned about good defense, but they came through in the clutch when they needed to. So we have one thing left to do, and that is to name the Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. When we take a look at what we have here, we have Brooklyn Manning with high score at 14 points. Alyssa Tucker did a great job with 13 points with the fourth quarter. She was owning that, and Hackney getting her 1,000th point and still with 13 points. And just because that's going to be Raquel's big accomplishment tonight, getting the 1,000 points, let's give her the piece of pizza with Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game.
Well, she'll probably share it with her teammates.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it was a tough decision tonight because there were so many of the Ripley Lady Jays that stepped up and made this a victory. But with Raquel getting her 1,000 points, you got to go with Raquel Hackney as our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Also want to thank Sarah Rigdon for producing everything back in the studio for us on C103. Matt Hildebrand, our producer on Good Guys Radio TV. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night. We've got more boys action still yet to go in regular season as that winds down. And then, of course, on Wednesday, we'll be back with more girls tournament action for you here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. Thank you, everyone, for listening. For Carl Schneider, I'm Ken Smith. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you for tuning in. Rewatch this video and many more on demand at goodguysradiotv.com.